Yes, yes,
Right.
you are. So
What time
you
of day it
guys,
is?
Remember that name.
there's not a clock. Well, I guess there is a clock in the fake. There's a fake clock in the hallucinatoria, and if
Is
you
it
trust
accurate?
that fake clock with the real time, it's around like 11:30.
Can we reference it off of like
So,
yeah.
Janik, who probably has a pocket watch?
Yeah, Janik would just crack open his pocket watch and like, oh, it's accurate.
He doesn't
we
have a
good.
watch.
Yeah, so you guys have just concluded your rough planning. Maybe a bit more to be done later out of game, and then final details hashed on yada yada. But you guys have an idea of what you guys are trying to accomplish while you're still here in Duvros, while some of you are still here in the Twins, and going forward on your own personal ventures.
Right.
As previously discussed, Amber will be going to Cutter's Keep. Kasai will be accompanying you guys, and so will Delta Corps. And then you guys are free to divide them or keep them together how you see fit. That's another detail we can hash out later.
So yeah, folding
No
up.
way. Sorry.
Hmm?
Go
Was that in or out of character?
out of character.
Okay. So yeah, Alessandra will just roll up the. It's a real map, correct?
This is you
This
guys
is
have a
Silas's
real map.
map. Okay,
you
okay, so
guys
you
have a real map.
he
The map
rolls
on
up
the
the
table
map.
is not real, but you guys have a real map that you can use.
I think he like actually has that delivered too as he goes to roll his map up and finishes rolling it up and hands it back to Silas, right?
Correct.
I have a map, yes.
Okay, yeah, I know whose it was. He'll say, I think we have a pretty good outline of our next move. Any other questions?
I mean,
I'll take that as a no.
well,
Amber,
I was gonna say
when are you
something.
planning on leaving for? Oriana?
God damn it! Give me a sec.
Cat got your tongue?
Garth
Yes.
brain stopped. Also, for some reason, this is cutting out a lot today, which is very annoying to me. I was curious.
We hear you just fine.
Yeah, I figured I'd do that one. I suppose I wanted to get opinions on basically on what just happened. Not just happened, but during the interrogation.
Yes.
Interview is not the word I would use for that. I don't mean for this to sound like I'm passing any blame or buck to anyone. But I am curious as to why that was a breaking point, for lack of better terms. Why is this conversation where we decided not to stand together?
Because some of us are afraid to die,
Okay.
I think.
And that only kicked in now.
No, I think that's always been there, but it's never been put on the table like this before, in an ultimatum.
Mm-hmm.
Fear of the true gods. All that.
Fair enough.
The Lord Seeker did speak with quite an abundance of certainty when he more or less threatened us with the total annihilation by the true gods, should we not be sound enough, I suppose. Those who stood up to leave the room, I do not think should be faulted. It is a scary thing to go up against the true gods. It is only a matter of faith in ourselves and each other that kept us rooted in place.
Yes, and we had that when we went against a hag, when we went against a celestial combined with an Alessandra Gratos together. And we had that laid out in front of us beforehand. Not to direct degree, I'll give you that.
Indeed, but in those situations we had far more urgency. Agency, rather, not urgency.
Agency. Yeah. In this
Wasn't-
situation, I would say we had more agency. Go on.
It wasn't that I didn't have faith in us as a group. It was, I'm not willing to die for Blair. I don't even know her. And I've little reason to want to do that. It wasn't that I didn't want her to come along because of everyone else, and it wasn't that I didn't think we could do it. It was that if faced with live or die, I wasn't about to be the cause of my own death or anyone else's just because we weren't worthy.
That's
Think-
very fair. Go on.
I think I understand where you're coming from. Need not. I mean, Silas.
Yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Everyone's good, don't worry.
Yeah.
Remember when you guys used to call Ninja Brendan?
Or every other time we fucked up someone's name. Go on.
After that, somewhat of a interrogation, I realized I had a lot more that I need to think about and a lot of personal growth that I wish to overcome. Maybe it was a bit selfish or self-preservation, but I realized then that I wasn't ready to put my life or others on the line for someone I barely know.
Then we all look at Anushka.
Dead
drooling.
silent.
I am the Russian stereotype with gun tiefling. Hey.
I
That's all
am
she said.
afraid of fucking
think-
guns. What about it?
I think I have a good enough gauge on Kirsty playing Anushka in there and to say, you know, she's not going to risk her life,
Right.
similar to Silas, for someone that may or may not be worth it, that seems to have a chip on her shoulder against people like her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it all boils down to self-preservation and an unwillingness to sacrifice oneself for someone you do not know. Understandable. However, we did just that not too long ago. And we brought down the hags and the the
Come on. Hey, school.
sabbaticals. There you go.
Hey, school.
Sabbatical
Sabbaticals.
there's a lot of targets I got put down, in fairness.
Right.
Mhm.
Amber
Granted,
does
we did
chime in.
have.
No, go on.
Granted, we did have secret and stay of backup, but at the same time, we took
We
them down
volunteered.
and helped. Volunteered, yes, but we took them down and helped many people as a result. I think we would have helped Blair here. Were we successful?
Ember does chime in. Yeah, but for the hag, it was personal for some of us.
Silas nods.
So does Dee.
And counterpoint to my own point that I made earlier, the helping Grandfather Redwood against the Celestials was bias on my end.
I would argue that in some small capacity, this was personal for some of us as well. But regardless, what's done is done.
Yeah.
If we cannot liberate Blair, then we will simply move forward and accomplish what we can accomplish.
Can we roll insight on that? Or we have no idea that she's rolling deception right then.
You guys didn't? Would you guys have asked for roll insight on Amber prior?
She's suspicious, but I don't have a clue what she's rolling deception about, so probably not. She just rolled
Okay.
really
I'm
shit.
gonna say no
unfortunately.
because I'm not at my computer. So
Yeah. After that, Oriana just seems to absorb the information for a second and just nods to herself. Like, okay. Okay, that's better understood than it was before. Okay.
Personally, I'm not offended by the outcome. I think it's the right one. I do not think that Blair in any state is a good fit because of how many differences in ideology, in baggage that we all have. So,
God, we could open up a transport company with the amount of baggage we fucking carry.
indeed.
I guess I'm just mildly concerned at this point because she seems. This is biased. She seems interested in seeking out the Imperium. So I'm curious how that's going to affect her, but I guess that's out of our hands at this point.
Suppose we shall see.
Do I want to
But
put
back
Silas
to
on
my
the
earlier
spot?
question.
Go on.
Amber, when were you planning on leaving for the key?
I think the people I'm going with have a job to do in town still. I always gotta help them along with it, but probably after that.
How long do
Any
you think that
guess
job
on-
is going to take?
Insert Anushka asking what her friends are like here. All right, boom. You're not here. You're a
What
narrative.
are your fucking friends like, dude?
Dude.
Amber invites Anushka to come along on the mission to see for her damn self.
Nice.
This explains why Anushka isn't here. All right.
Any idea?
what
I
you're
fucking
asking-
accept.
Well, what was your question? How long will the job take?
Yeah. Oh, do you have no idea because you don't even know what it is?
I know what the job is. I don't know, probably a few hours once I meet up with them. Maybe a bit longer. Assuming things don't get messed up.
Quick job.
Quick and clean. Hopefully.
Any parts of town we should be avoiding during those 2 hours?
The Hunter's Burrow.
Understood.
This isn't like. Never mind. Or,
The less we know, the less we can say.
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like the realization Oriana had. It doesn't take a high insight to realize that. It's like, actually, you know what? Curiosity and cats. Speaking of cats, do I want to put Silas on the spot? I kind of want to put Silas. Yeah.
Oriana pulls a gun out, names it at Silas, and asks, "What's 2 times 2?"
That's
Two.
Put it on the spot.
5.
Wrong! Yeah. I'll keep it simple. Oriana just looks over to Silas like, hey, remember when you were talking to Shiana the other day at the bistro?
Yes.
Why did you keep that private? And why were you keeping it private from certain individuals?
What do you mean? Tess does seem confused.
You were talking... Okay, out again. You were talking at the bistro, or... We met Tertiana at the bistro.
I'm pretty sure I know what you're going on, but I don't
Yeah.
know if Silas knew you were listening.
It's less that she heard what you were saying and knows who you were avoiding.
Yeah, but I don't know if Silas knows. Because there was 2 times I kept things private, wasn't there?
I'll make it more blunt then. Why did you not want Amber to know what you were talking about?
But,
What a big fucking joke. Amber gives like this like mirthless chuckle and like shakes her head to herself as she's like toying with a knife in her hand.
Silas's ears like droop and they just kind of stare at the ground.
I'll do you guys a solid. I'm leaving right now to go regroup with them. I'll catch you guys whenever. I probably won't see you guys for a while, so try to keep yourselves safe.
I didn't say it for you, but you seem
You
extremely
was-
confident.
And
say
more
something?
importantly, keep Anushka safe as well.
Absolutely, Amber. Count on it.
I count on you. Certainly.
I think we need an inside check to see who she doesn't count on.
Oh,
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Out of my pure
I'm gonna roll.
curiosity, I'm going to do
I'm
that
gonna roll.
shit. Yeah. Skewty bop, skewty boop. I'm gonna throw a d6 on that real fast. It's an okay number. So, anyways, about wasting that martial die real quick.
You know that she doesn't have faith in some of you from what she just said. Who falls under that category? Hard to tell. You know it's not
what did
Cesar.
she just say?
She said she has faith certainly in Sajar to keep Anushka safe. And from that sentence, we can tell, basically, it's a double-edged sword of just like, she can trust Sajar, and there are some of us that she cannot trust. We have no idea who falls in the categories. Because she rolled a
Kicking
fucking
a hornet's
28 on
nest.
deception. Yeah.
Actually, here.
I was hoping it would start a conversation, but that died quick.
Call this my parting gift. She reaches into like a breast pocket, like on the inside of her jacket, and pulls out this coin. Who does she flick it to? Who would have need of it the most? Who would be able to use it the most? She flicks it over to Deet.
Deet catches it.
It is a golden coin that is not a provincial mint. On one side is a cross made of blades, guardless blades. And on the other side is a fading away skull.
And this is different than the Accord coin, right?
This is the Accord coin.
This is the Accord coin. Okay, so we have two
They're
of those.
different. Which is giving it to you right now.
Right. Didn't she give
I
one
told you
to
guys last. I told you
Sajar?
guys last session that she was gonna give you one. I don't know if I designated that. So this is in game. Her giving it to you.
Okay.
I thought she gave me one last session.
Yeah, I was pretty confident she did.
Did she? Well, congratulations,
Yeah.
you have two now then.
Ew. Write that down, write that down.
Maybe those coins will help you.
You make it sound like we're never going to see you again.
Things always come up. Maybe you won't.
Have some faith, Oriana. I'm sure we will.
If nothing else, then maybe I'll see you and you won't see me.
Stay safe out there.
You guys should take your own advice.
You know
Fighting
we suck
fell
at
gods
that.
and hags.
All in a day's work.
She looks away for a moment, thinking about something. Your guys' work. There's like a 2-finger flick. Like, bye.
Farewell.
I'll catch you
Happy
guys
trails.
later. Hope the 5 grand you guys cover. She walks away.
Later.
Anushka and Toe.
Eh.
Well then, I suppose I need to see a certain seeker captain about a certain unwell individual. Anyone want to tag along? So be it. I will see you at the Commons.
Fair enough.
And he'll leave to go find Rickard.
That's what it was.
Are you guys all leaving to go do stuff, or are some of you staying here?
I was gonna go to the Lord Seeker, but I was hoping to have Alexander and Sajar around for that.
Well, last we saw Rickard, he was with the Lord Seeker, so.
Eh,
Crazy. I'm wondering, are you guys saying the hallucinatorium?
probably not. At least Oriana's not. I can speak for that one.
Speak now, forever hold thy peace. If you stay,
Yeah,
or do not stay in the
I will
hallucinatorium.
remain here.
I don't have anywhere specific to go, so chill here for
Yeah.
now. Actually, no.
Wait,
Yeah.
is Sajar staying or?
Yeah, he's sticking around.
Okay.
Very well then. Then Janik will stay down here with you guys because you guys probably shouldn't be left unattended in the hallucinatorium.
So what happened? They summoned like a hallucinatory pit fiend and died immediately.
That exchange kept summoning dragons.
He kept saying square up and going down immediately.
Alright, so Alessander and Oriana. Oriana looking for the Lord Seeker, and Alessander looking for Captain Rickard, who was last seen making oolong tea in the officer's lounge.
Nice.
You guys go back upstairs. And you guys enter into the officer's lounge. As you enter in, you could see Rickard, Blair, and the Lord Seeker present, not Captain Zyder, though. And
Yes,
the Lord Seeker is like leaned forward in his chair. His hands are